All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of great millstone. Peace and safety to the elect. Shalom. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 11. It says, wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree, and making him to sit among great men. So the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, that's going to take us from this lower state. That's why we invest into Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, to receive the kingdom of heaven. And we didn't know that by us investing into that, receiving the kingdom of heaven, that we're becoming from a lower state to a great estate, so to say. We are leaving the the bottom and going to the top. Okay, when we receive the kingdom of heaven, that's the greatest reward. Okay, to make it through all of these destruction, all of the plagues. Making it through the terrible times. By us making it through that and coming out, and making it in the kingdom of heaven, that's being given that promise that was made. That's the great reward, and we're gonna become from that low estate to those great men. Okay, Lord willing, we are of those men. The I'm gonna read it again. It says, wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of a low degree, and making him to sit among great men. Right. When you before this truth, we was super low. We was low. Okay. But now we have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. We see the things that other people can't see. Okay. Only the elect of Israel will be able to see it. Okay. So before this truth, we was up that lower state. Okay. But now we have the spirit of the Lord. We're able to the Lord has built us up to be able to see. And then in the kingdom, we're going to be on the all-time high. It says, commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. That's right. See? That's the wrong way to look at it. Okay? Can't look at it because of man. It said because of his beauty. Commend not a man because of his beauty, or a man not for the outward appearance. No. You have to look at the spirit of that man. You have to look into the spirit. That's what Yahweh Shema Shai does. He looks into the spirit. You see? It don't matter if you how the world view you. It matters how Yahweh Shema Shai views you. You see? So who are you trying to impress? Are you trying to impress the world? Or are you trying to impress and be on good standings with Yahweh Shema Shai? Come on, that's easy. You should want to be with Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, the bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things. That's right. You see, the chief of the sweet things, that honey. Okay. When you feeling, just say some type of illness, what's your main sweet ingredient? That honey. Okay. You can take that manuka honey and use it as put it on wounds to help heal up wounds. Is this super beneficial? Okay. It says, boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor, for the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden. That's right. So it ain't about us. It's about Yahweh Shema Shai. We can't boast in ourselves. We have to boast in Yahweh Shem. We have to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemashah. So that leave no room for us to boast, because we didn't bring our own self out of that low estate. We can't do that. We don't have to. That was of Yahweh Shemashah. It was all planned out your whole life. You can't deliver yourself. No, we need Yahweh Shah to deliver us. Okay, so that's why we take the wisdom of the Lord. Okay, we judge matters according to the wisdom. We watch according to the wisdom. Okay, and we go on our daily according to the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shah. If we bump into somebody that's all about evil, get you a UQ for you keep it moving. You see, we ain't out trying to be boasting and trying to get into it with other people, other races. No, we keep it cool. We keep it cool and we keep it moving. We move in wisdom. We're wise. Okay? It's verse verse 5. It says, many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of had worn the crown. So basically, people will look at us, okay, and say, well, that's just another guy right there. But then here it is, the Lord has opened our eyes to this truth, gave us His wisdom, and then they don't even know that they look, very well maybe looking at one of the elect men of Israel, one of the 144,000. It's going to be governing, you see, the whole world. So you don't know. Hey, that's why you treat your brothers uh, 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 with respect. You treat them, you know, because uh, uh, we don't really know who this brother may be. Well, we will find out in the kingdom. You see, it says um, many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and honorable delivered into other man's hands. But hey, you don't know, so guess what? The best thing to do is to uh, uh, continue to pray, praise the Lord, and when we get to the kingdom, all this gonna be revealed. Who was who? It says, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. You can't do that. You can't be a judge and be one-sided. You see? And we're gonna have to judge matters. It says, understand first and then rebuke. See? You gotta hear the call. You gotta hear what's this side. Well, what's the issue? What's going on? You gotta hear that side. You know, whatever the case may be. You have to use this though. You know, you have to use it. It says, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Right, and that's something we practice. We don't interrupt one another. Okay, no, let the brother get his point. And whenever you can, slide in, then you know, brother, if I may, and then that brother said, go ahead. You know, how would it if we all trying to talk at one time? Then that's confusion. You see, there has to be someone talking, and then there has to be ears listening. But if you have a lot of mouths talking, then guess what? You have no ears listening. So guess what? It's all just bobbled out, and then it's become confusion. Okay. Let's see. I keep going. It says, Answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not. Come on now. Why would you get in some business that's not even dealing with you? No, don't do that. You can't be up into everything. Okay? You can't be all up in this. You in this scenario situation over here. You involved in that. You don't even have nothing to do with that. So don't get involved in that. Okay? You know, if a brother asks you your advice on something, you give him advice on it, but you don't go just getting in. Brother, you don't go getting into that if it's not concerning you. It's just wisdom. It says, strive not in the matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. How you gonna sit in judgment with sinners? You sitting in judgment with sinners, but trying to judge a righteous matter. Either you have a righteous situation that's going on right here, but then you sitting in the midst with sinners. That don't mix. Remember, oil and water don't mix, so that judgment is not going to be fair. It says, my son, meddle not with many matters. That's right. The Lord said that. It said, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. See? Well, you setting your own self up. And if thou follow after thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. There is one that laboreth and taketh pains and maketh haste, and is so much the more behind. Again, there is another that is slow and had need of help, waiting, wanting ability, and full of poverty. Yet the eye of the Lord looketh upon him for good, and set him up from his low estate. See? You see how the Lord works? See? That's how the Lord works. And listen, that's how the Lord is dealing with us. Okay, spiritually and physically. You know? That's how the Lord deals. Okay? It says, and lift up his head from misery, so that many that saw it marvel at him. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. See that? So that's why we have to keep at the forefront to seek first the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shah. If we keep that first, you see, because the Lord is he the one that make it a man low and making a man high. So if he the one that do that, then all we got to do is seek the Lord first, and then he'll work all of that out, however he see for it best to fit. See? We just have to follow Yahweh Shema Shah first. You see? Put our trust up in heaven, where rust and moss does not corrupt. See? So we seek this first, seek the wisdom and the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah first, then guess what? Everything else will be added. We will be great, okay, in the kingdom of heaven. We're not seeking to be great, you know. Here, before this kingdom falls, we're seeking to be great in the kingdom. We want the kingdom of heaven. That's why we're pushing and fighting for this thing, you know. Let me see. Wisdom. Let's see. I think that was basically the point, you know. That that was basically the point. I'm gonna stop there, because it keeps going on, and how the Lord can bring you up and make you rich, rich in the spirit. The kingdom of heaven is coming. Okay, and the Lord brought us from that lower state. We just have to endure and continue to hold on to it, continue to push in the spirit. So with that, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem Kapadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect. Shalom.